Hello people, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines Modular Builds. You're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to have a look at 3 simple and easy vanilla school park / school campus designs. These are a combination of educational assets combined with park life and some of our usual favourite detailing techniques to help bring a little more attention and focus onto schools rather than just placing them within a suburban road and building around them. We are giving them almost dedicated spaces to function as schools. So as always, 3 wonderfully simple and easy designs to get to grips with today. Let's get started, shall we? So to work with our first design here, you're going to want to find any empty side of a suburban grid. I just have some generic suburban patterns here, and I'm going to build this along the flat edge. So from any junction, I'm going to draw out with a road with trees to serve as an entrance road by a distance of 5 tiles or 300. So with the actual school campus roads themselves, you can actually come down into 2-lane gravel, which does reinforce the kind of separate, isolated campus idea, but a lot of people won't be a fan of the dirt roads, but you can use them if you want. Once you have your initial 5 tiles in, you're going to come out again by another 15, making this a total of 20 tiles. And then we're going to draw out across by 20 tiles again. We're going to draw down from here and across to the bottom road at a perfectly straight angle and 45 degrees, which we can then now place in our first school asset. I'm going to run this as a elementary or primary school campus, so pick whichever primary school asset you want. You have the 2 base game ones, and we also have the Green Cities one. I'm going to run with the Green Cities one just because I think it's a slightly nicer looking school asset. I'm going to place that up and on my corner just like this, okay? So it's going to throw out angle and help make things a little bit more interesting as well. From this point, you now want to bring the 2 roads around on the back of the school to completely box it in. Again, this is where dirt roads can work a little bit nicer. And within the spaces around the back of the school, you have a couple of different options. A small playground works really nicely. You can also make room for a large playground as well. Feel free to throw in the bouncy castle park here, carousel, any kind of general kid-themed park will always work nicely. Probably stay away from tropical garden and dog parks. But also don't forget your sports courts either. I tend to pair these more with the high school assets, but they work here as well. So any kind of combination of park assets to sit around the back of the school within this space is entirely customizable and really up to you. Once you have your park assets behind the school, we're going to come into the healthcare tab and grab a child healthcare centre, leaving 3 tiles between the suburban road that we started from and the road that we've drawn out. Now in terms of decoration for this thing, of course, leaving some tiles free for some fence detailing is always appreciated, right? Probably recommend farm fencing for these smaller suburban designs. And you can bring them in to these spaces here, keep them in equal distances of 5. And then you can place your own trees in these spaces, right? Make them overgrown, make them taller, do whatever you want, just some kind of focus and attention to detailing up and along here. Entirely up to you. Repeat the pattern this side as well. Another point of decoration here, which is a due credit to Imperator for this one, to actually draw out your own sports fields using the vanilla gravel path. So just by hugging the tile snap around the back of the child healthcare centre, you kind of draw in your box once you've chosen your sport that you're looking to reference. And then there's very easy opportunities to draw in some very, if not slightly crude, but vanilla sports fields. You can do the same with football as well, make a football pitch / soccer for our American friends. But you do get the aesthetic of the little baseball park. And I would also highly suggest fencing in the baseball park as well, using some of our park fence designs that we're also fond of. So you can get involved with detailing in around here. But basically just a combination of 4 assets. Once it's detailed up, I will get this fully detailed and fenced in, and then we can see what it looks like once it's finished. So here we have our first school campus or park design, just linking together the chosen assets that we've dropped behind the school with vanilla dirt path and fleshing out the empty areas with the same tree, and then fencing in the entire campus and also accompanying with a very thick beach repeated line, just to kind of really mark this off as, you know, it is something different within the suburb. It's not just more endless expanse, and some very nice fence, flower and path patterns to set along the front, which of course looks great but also serves to increase the walkability. And the little change at the start of the road with the treed road just helps to kind of add a little bit of almost entrance vibes So really super cute and easy design, and certainly brings a lot more attention into an elementary school. I like this one, it's nice and easy. Okay, so this next one will just be a high school design, and then the last one will do kind of a joint elementary and high school. So again, off any kind of road or suburban network, this is what we want to save here. We're looking to save a distance of 4 tiles between the initial suburban road and the new network that we're drawing out. Then we're going to come out by 10 tiles and then back down. Whether or not you want to connect this road is up to you. It can be nice to leave it disconnected and use walking pathways to reduce the number of junctions. Entirely your decision, everyone's city will be different. Then within this space that we've saved in the middle, we are going to come in and paint out a new district. You will need the Green Cities DLC to do this, so if you don't have Green Cities, then ignore this part of this particular build. You're going to give the organic and local produce specialization, and then we're going to do the Green Cities car park trick by zoning in alternating 2x2 spaces, which does have a chance of generating a car park, which once in a repeated pattern will look a little bit like this, which certainly gives us a little more importance, especially for a high school campus. So really nice trick with the Green Cities DLC. Pretty sure most of us know that one by now. We're going to draw out this road from the top again by a distance of 15. That's going to be wonderful. I'm going to come into my schools. I'm going to grab the high school and I'm going to place this right up against the side of the road here. Then I'm going to come into healthcare. I'm going to grab the sports hall and gymnasium, and I'm going to place this on this road, saving a tile of space between. Come back into your roads. Now I'm going to complete the road network directly behind. Within these spaces next to the gymnasium, this is a nice spot to come in with your tennis courts or basketball courts, depending what theme you're playing with. Maybe both. You can mix and match. Go for heavily repeated patterns of one or the other. Entirely up to you. But you can squeeze 3 in right here, okay? Then within the space behind the high school, come into parks and plazas, and you will be able to fit in a small park here as well if you like. Again, entirely up to you as to what you want to put behind it. Don't be afraid as well to get involved with some park life detail in here, kind of gazebos and eateries and whatnot during your detailing. You'll make an enormous difference to it, alright? And then again, depending on kind of your chosen sport or design, you can now start coming out with more of those little sports field designs if you want. Maybe do a little football pitch this time. Yeah, you can kind of get creative with it and do what you want. I think I've seen Imperator use the elevated pedestrian pathways as almost kind of goalposts, which is a really cute little touch. So if you wanted to get involved with that, then of course you can do. Draw your halfway line in and you can pretend, right, you know, it's extensions of the vanilla game, but it creates a theme. So this is it for this one. Again, super simple and easy, just a nice collection of assets, but once again I will get this detailed with the fence perimeter, come in with some park life eatery detailing in these corners, and our usual favourite trees and touches to make it look a little more alive, and then we'll see what it looks like. Again, this one is really just our favourite concepts of specifically zoning to get the car parks in, and indeed asset orientation and placement to help complement one another. We see how we position the gymnasium so the car parks face onto the other car parks, which in the vanilla game is an aesthetic that is very much missing. And indeed this can be expanded as well if you want more or less park assets in here, then you can just reduce the road sizes to accommodate it. Likewise with the chosen sports field that you go with as well. If you want to go with a different sport, maybe go for a little hockey field, then you can paint them out using the vanilla dirt paths. And again, lots of our favourite little park detailing to create some eatery spots for the students. And I think we can all agree it just helps draw the eye a little more to a high school, which is now a high school campus or complex, instead of just placed on a road and then forgotten about. And the last one we have here, again starting from any kind of suburban road, we're going to come out and saving a distance of 2 tiles between the starting suburban road and the new network. We're going to draw out by 10 tiles this side, and then we're going to draw out by 12 tiles on this side, and then come straight up by 10 through the middle. In this space here, you can place a elementary school, again whichever one you want. I like the look of the European one, so I'm going to place that right on the corner here. In this space here, we're going to come into park assets and we're going to grab a small park. I'm going to place this right on the corner. I'm going to repeat the measurement of 12 box in a small park, leaving a tile either side of it. Draw up a road by 10 here, and then out by 10 this side. Place your high school, again, whichever one you want to use. You can use the Green Cities one here, which might be a little bit of a clash with the European theme. So again, you can pick your assets appropriate to whatever you're trying to design here. Directly opposite the high school, we're going to come into our plazas and place 2 plazas with picnic tables. Then we'll draw this bottom road out by another 5 tiles up to the top so it meets the road behind. Another child healthcare centre, again with a space between the healthcare centre and the elementary school, so we have rooms and path detailing. And again, we have opportunities for sports courts to sit directly behind the Institute of Creative Arts, if you so wish. So again, super simple and easy, just lots of fitting assets together, and once we detail this up and see it come to life a little bit more, we'll see what it looks like. And there we have again the third and super simple and easy school park design campus. Again, using lots of little pathways and fence designs that we've also used to at this point in the game, just to help bring a little more personality around what are essentially pretty important assets. And the repeated redwood pattern here might be a little bit obnoxious just because they are such unique trees, but of course you can switch these assets out for whatever you like. If you want to get involved in the workshop, then you can of course do that. And this design works really nicely once it is surrounded by a residential grid, which you can see I've added to the right of the screen here. And look how busy these little complexes become. Lots of people walking around and enjoying themselves. Again, super simple and easy, but has a nice effect of drawing our eye into a dedicated little park or school campus area. Okay guys, that is going to do it for today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, likes, comments and shares below really help me out. Equally as much if you haven't enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a dislike as well. But if you've enjoyed these little designs, again, I'm really happy with the little 3 simple and easy format for the modular builds. And indeed, if you have any suggestions for 3 simple and easy, do leave them in the comments below. Do hang around for the rest of the video to check out these campuses at night time, alongside our usual little cinematic spice. Otherwise, I'll shut up and I will leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, enjoy the rest of your day.